I came to love my vagina. Embarrassing because it's not politically correct. I mean, I know it should have happened in a bath with salt grains from the Dead Sea, Enya playing, me loving my woman self. I mean, I know the story. Vaginas are beautiful. Our self-hatred is merely the repression of the patriarchal culture. It isn't real. Pussies unite. I know all of it. I mean, it's like if we'd grown up in a culture where we were taught that fat thighs were beautiful, we'd all be pounding down milkshakes and Krispy Kreme, spending our days lying on our backs, thigh expanding. But we didn't grow up in that culture now, did we? I hated my thighs and I hated my vagina even more. I thought it was incredibly ugly. I was one of those women who had looked at it and from that moment on, wished I hadn't. It made me sick. I pitied anyone who had to go down there. In order to survive, I began to pretend there were something else between my legs, like furniture. Cozy futons with a light cotton comforter, little velvet settees, leopard rugs, or pretty things like silk handkerchiefs, pot holders, place settings. I got so accustomed to this that I lost all memory of having a vagina. When a man was inside me, I pictured him inside a mink-lined muffler. Or a Chinese bowl. Then I met Bob. Bob was the most ordinary man I ever met. He was tall and thin and nondescript and wore khaki tan clothing. Bob did not like spicy food or listen to Prince. He wasn't interested in sexy lingerie. In the summer, he spent time in the shade. He didn't share his inner feelings. He didn't have any problems and wasn't even an alcoholic. He wasn't very funny or articulate or mysterious. He wasn't mean or unavailable. He wasn't self-involved or charismatic. He didn't drive fast. I didn't particularly like Bob. I would have missed him altogether if he hadn't picked up the change that I dropped on the deli floor. When he handed me back my quarters and pennies, and his hand accidentally touched mine, something happened. I went to bed with him. That is when the miracle occurred. Turned out Bob loved vaginas. He was a connoisseur. He loved the way they felt, the way they tasted, the way they smelled, but most importantly, he loved the way they looked. He had to look at them. First time we had sex, he told me he had to see me. I'm right here. No, you, he said. I have to see you. Turn on the light, I said, thinking he was a weirdo and freaking out in the dark. He turned on the light. Then he said, okay, I'm ready. Ready to see you. Right here. I'm right here. Then he began to undress me. What are you doing, Bob? I need to see what you look like. No need, I said. Just do it. I have to see you. But you've seen a red leather couch before, haven't you? Bob continued. He would not stop. I wanted to throw up and die. This is awfully intimate, I said. Can't you just do it? No, you are. I need to see you. I held my breath. He looked and looked. He got all breathy and his face changed. He didn't look ordinary anymore. He looked like a hungry beast. Oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, you're sweet and deep and elegant and wild. looked so genuinely excited, so peaceful and euphoric. I began to get wet and turned on. I began to see myself the way he saw me. I began to feel beautiful and delicious, like a great painting or a waterfall. Bob wasn't afraid. He wasn't grossed out. I began to swell. I began to feel proud. I began to love my vagina. And Bob lost himself there. And I was there with him. In my vagina. And we were gone.